Yes, I'm live now. Welcome once again to another new video. This is Santu Sahu and you are watching Sahu's tutorial. Good evening to everyone. Do join quickly. Do join quickly here. I'll be covering some important MCQ question. It will be kind of a quiz session. Do join quickly. I'll be covering some important MCQ question on English literature for the upcoming UGC NET exam. It will be very informative session. Okay, do join quickly and let me share the telegram. Let me share the link, okay, in the telegram channel. Okay, yeah, yes, I think everything is okay. Good evening to everyone. Yeah, so do join quickly here. I'll be covering some important MCQ question on English literature for the upcoming UGC NET exam. It will be kind of a quiz session. Okay, it will be a kind of quiz session. I'll be covering here very rapidly some important MCQ questions. Maybe there will be total 50 MCQ questions. Okay, and I promise, okay, everyone, that it will be it will be an informative session. Okay, okay, do join. Okay. Before starting the session, this is my humble request to all of you. Please make sure to subscribe the channel and tap the bell icon to get more notification. So let's begin the session here. And here is the first question on your screen. The first question is that, okay, the poem begins and ends with the line. The poem begins and ends with the line that is, I have been one acquainted with the night. And in between, the speaker uses imagery to convey to the reader the nature of solitude. Name the poet. Good evening. Yeah. The poem begins and ends with the line that is, I have been one acquainted with the night. And in between, the speaker uses imagery to convey the reader the nature of solitude. Name the poet. Robert Frost, Hilda Doolittle, Amy Lowell, John Keats. The poem begins and ends with the line that is, I have been one acquainted with the night, and in between the speaker uses imagery to convey to the reader the nature of solitude. Okay. Yeah. Excellent. That is Robert Frost. Yeah. Excellent. Robin, it is Robert Frost, and the name of the poem is I have been. This is one acquainted. Okay. Yeah, so this is Robert Frost poem. Excellent. O Portia, take my heart, it is thy due. I think I will not quarrel with want. O Portia, take my heart, and it is thy due. I think I will not quarrel with the want. These are the concluding lines of which poem? Sonnets written at the Lyceum Theatre, Portia, acquainted with the night. Remember those winter Sundays. O Portia, take my heart, it is thy due. I think I will not quarrel with the bond. So these are the concluding lines of which poem? Sonnets written at the Lyceum Theatre, Portia, acquainted with the night. Remember those winter Sundays. So what will be the right answer here? This here the right answer is which one? That is sonnets written at the Lyceum Theatre, Portia. Okay, this is these lines are actually from sonnets written at the Lyceum Theatre, Portia. Okay, who has written this poem was actually the name of the poem is sonnets written at the Lyceum Theatre, Portia. This was actually written by Oscar Wilde. Okay, Oscar Wilde has written. Okay, this poem that O Portia, take my heart, it is thy due. I think I will not quarrel with the bond. So Oscar Wilde is the author here. The Mask of Red Death. Okay. So now the quiz session begins here. The Mask of Red Death. Okay. It is actually a short story follows Prince Prospero's attempts to avoid a dangerous plague and known as the Red Death by hiding in his abbey. So who wrote this short story? The Mask of Red Death. And I am giving a clue that he is from America. He is from American literature. The Mask of Red Death, where the story is following Prince Prospero's attempts to avoid a dangerous plague, okay, that is known as Red Death. And where was he hiding? He was hiding in his abbey. Now tell me who wrote The Mask of Red Death? And I am giving another clue that he is known as the father of detective fiction. Now tell me, he has written the Murder in the Rime of. Murder in the Rime of. Now tell me what will be the right answer here. Pardon Later. Other works are Pardon Later, Murder in the Rime of. So here it is none other than Edgar Allan Poe. The Mask of Red Death is written by Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe has written The Mask of Red Death. Okay, that is following the story of Prince Prospero. Next question. The Mask of Blackness was an early Jacobean era mask. Another mask is actually the Mask of Beauty. Was a courtly mask. Okay, these are two masks. These two masks were written by the same author. Who is he? Who is he? The Mask of Blackness, the Mask of Beauty. So Jacobean era, which times, what is the time span of Jacobean era? Tell me, what is the time span of Jacobean era? What is the time span of Jacobean era? Kya hai? Do that in the comment box. And who has written these two masks called Mask of Blackness and Mask of Beauty? So in the previous question, we see that Mask of the Red Death, that was written by Edgar Allan Poe. Here, the Mask of Blackness and Mask of Beauty, these are written by, I am giving clue. Now I am giving clue here, okay? Ben Jonson. Then okay, you have Samuel Johnson. Okay, Samuel Johnson. Then you have Thomas Middleton, and John Webster. Who has written? So here, the Mask of Blackness and the Mask of Beauty, these are written by, now tell me, Ben Jonson. So isn't it Ben Jonson has written, okay, these two masks called the Mask of Blackness and the Mask of Beauty. Okay, got it? So here Ben Jonson is the right answer. The Murder in the Rime of, the Mask of the Red Death, these are by Edgar Allan Poe. Okay, now tell me this question here. Who said Spencer write no language? Easy questions. Who said Spencer write no language? Yeah, Ben Jonson. Got it, Rao? So Mask of Beauty, Mask of Blackness, these are written by Ben Jonson, whereas Mask of the Red Death by Edgar Allan Poe. Okay. Spencer write no language. Here, question number 3 is on screen. Okay. Do like the session and share with your friends and let the. Okay. Yeah, Spencer read no language. Again, this is actually also spoken by here Ben Jonson. Okay, Ben Jonson has said. Okay, Spencer write no language. It is Ben Jonson. Okay, Ben Jonson has said. Okay. Next question. El Allegro. Okay, El Allegro is a pastoral poem. And who? First, you tell me who has written this poem? El Allegro. Okay, who has written? Okay, who has written this poem? El Allegro. Then what do you mean by this word El Allegro? एल एलिग्रो का मीनिंग क्या है? एल एलिग्रो इज ए pastoral poem and its companion poem is Il Penseroso. So Il Allegro is actually a pastoral poem. Who has written this here? I am giving the options here. John Donne. Okay. Yeah, got it. Answer. Okay. Yeah, this is excellent. It is actually by Milton. Milton has written El Allegro. And what do you mean with this? What do you mean by this word El Allegro? It is actually El Allegro means here happy man. Okay, isn't it? Happy man. Okay, happy man or cheerful man. Okay, a cheerful man. Okay, so El Allegro means actually happy man or cheerful man, whereas Il Penseroso is actually companion poem of El Allegory, Allegro. Whereas El Penseroso is meaning that is pensive. Okay, okay, pensive mood में जो होता है, ठीक है, sorrowful. Okay, the and who is famous as the writer of middle style? Who is famous as the writer of middle style? Okay, and who termed this phrase middle style? Okay, who is famous as the writer of middle style and who termed it middle style? Okay, middle style. Who is famous as the writer of middle style and who termed it? So you see, it was middle style is actually this phrase was coined by or termed by here Samuel Johnson. Okay, Samuel Johnson has coined this term. And who was the famous writer of middle style? It is Addison. Okay, it is Addison. Joseph Addison was the famous writer of middle style, and Samuel Johnson has made this comment, okay, on Addison. And what he is saying here, Addison's prose style is what Dr. Samuel Johnson termed as the middle style. So Addison का जो prose style है, Samuel Johnson ने कैसे term किया? Middle style. What is middle style? A style which is not too informal, but it is not rigidly formal either. Okay, what is a style which is not too informal? It is not rigidly formal either. So a middle style that was popularized by Addison, and this phrase middle style was coined or used by Dr. Samuel Johnson while he was making comment on Joseph Addison. Who is the first recipient of the Sahitya Academy Award and when? Okay, earlier I had discussed this question. Who is the first recipient of Sahitya Academy Award? Okay, and when? In English. Okay, Sahitya Academy Award in English. Okay, in English. Okay, who is the first recipient of the Sahitya Academy Award and when? In English, tell me. Who is the first recipient of Sahitya Academy Award in English and when? Very easy one. And he got the Sahitya Academy Award for the first time in 1960. Now tell me. Okay, I have given this answer when 1960. Now tell me, who is the first recipient of the Sahitya Academy Award and when? I gave the answer here 1960. Okay, he got the no. Yeah, R.K. Narayan. Yeah, R.K. Narayan. Excellent. R.K. Narayan for each guide. Okay, that was published in 1958. 1958. The first 1960 में पहले मिला था साहित्य अकादमी अवार्ड किसको मिला था? R.K. नारायण को. Excellent. And then 1964 में मिला था राजा राव को मिला था, ठीक है, for Serpent and the Roe book. चलो, yeah, here question number 7 is on your screen. Serpent and the Roe is a novel by Serpent and the Roe is a novel by Serpent and the Roe is a novel by, tell me, Serpent and the Roe is a novel by and in which year? Okay, in which year for this work, okay, the novelist was awarded with Sahitya Academy Award. Okay, Sahitya Academy Award. And tell me, Serpent and the Roe is a novel that was published in which year, who has written, and for which In which year, okay, he was awarded? Yeah, Raja Rao. Yeah, excellent. Serpent and the Rogue. It is a novel by Raja Rao. Okay, the trio of Indian fictions. Okay, trio of Indian fiction. Trio of Indian fiction is here. That is, you have Mulkraj Anand. Mulkraj Anand. Then you have Raja Rao, and who is the last one? Mulkraj Anand, Raja Rao, and R.K. Narayan. So R.K. Narayan, they are known as the trio of Indian fiction. Here, Serpent and the Rope is a novel by Raja Rao, and for this novel, Raja Rao was awarded, okay, the Sahitya Academy Award in 1964. So you know that 1960 में पहले मिला था, किसको मिला था? 1960 में पहले आर.के. नारायण को मिला था, उसका बाद जो मिला है राजा राव को मिला था. ठीक है, या okay, Praveen, I will be making video. Okay, don't worry, I will be making video. Okay, one by one. Okay, I have already started. Okay, from till now. Okay, so I'll be making video. I'll be making video. Okay, don't worry. Okay, what to study and how to study, and some books as well. Okay, don't worry. ठीक है. So 1964 में किसको मिला था? राजा राव को मिला था साहित्य अकादमी. So here, Mask of Anarchy is a work by 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 I have actually more than 2-3 books, okay, on English, on Indian literature in English. Okay, I will have to, okay, check my sources. Okay, yeah, Mask of Anarchy. Chalo, here Mask of Anarchy. Here Mask of Anarchy is by no, it is not Arnold actually. It is not Arnold. Then tell me, P.B. Shelley. Okay, P.B. Shelley. Okay, Mask of Anarchy by P.B. Shelley. So we P.B. Shelley. Okay, P.B. Shelley has been Mask of Anarchy. India. Now important questions come. Okay, India after Gandhi. The history of the world's largest democracy. The history of the world's largest democracy is a non-fictional book. Okay, yeah. India after Gandhi, the history of the world's largest democracy is a non-fiction book by Indian historian. Okay. India after Gandhi, the history of the world's largest democracy is a non-fiction by Indian historian. Okay, yeah, excellent. Okay, Ramchandra Guha. Okay, excellent. India after Gandhi, it is by Ramchandra Guha. Okay, excellent. This is a non-fictional work. Historical narrative. It's a historical narrative. It is a historical narrative. Okay, non-fictional work. Ramchandra Guha has written India after Gandhi, the history of the world's largest democracy. Excellent. And for this work, Ramchandra Guha was awarded Sahitya Academy Award. Okay, he was awarded with this prestigious Sahitya Academy Award in 2011. Okay, 2011 को रामचंद्र गुहा को इस वर्क के लिए उसको साहित्य अकादमी अवार्ड मिला था. ठीक है, he got the Sahitya Academy Award in 2011. In 2011 exactly. 2011 को साहित्य अकादमी अवार्ड मिला था. ठीक है, रामचंद्र गुहा. Next question. All the lives, okay, we never lived. All the lives we never lived is a novel, and in 2022 it was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award. Okay, now tell me, All the Lives We Never Lived is a novel. In 2022 it was awarded the Sahitya Academy. Who has written? and I am giving a clue that she is a female. Okay, a female writer. Okay, a female writer, a female writer. Okay, yeah, it's all the lives we never lived is a novel in 2000 that was in 2022. Okay, it was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award. Okay, so all the lives we never lived is a novel by here, and it's starting with A. It's starting with A. Now tell me, starting with A. It is Anuradha Roy. Okay, guess it. Anuradha Roy. Okay. Anuradha Roy has written, okay, All the Lives We Never Lived is a novel, and in 2022 it was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award. So Anuradha Roy has written All the Lives We Never Lived. Next question. Inglorious Empire. Okay. So Inglorious Empire, what the British did to India. Okay. First published in India as an era of darkness, the British Empire in India. Okay. Inglorious Empire, what the British did to India. First published in India as an era of darkness. An era of darkness. The British Empire in India. Okay. I am giving the clue. He has written the great Indian novel. He has written the great Indian novel. Now tell me who has written Inglorious Empire. What British did to India. Okay. First published in India as an era of darkness. The British Empire in India. Excellent. Excellent. The great Indian novel. Okay. Yeah. It is Shashi Tharoor. Excellent. It is Shashi Tharoor. Okay. Shashi Tharoor has written. Okay. Shashi Tharoor has written. This is actually again a non-fictional novel. Okay. It's a non-fictional. Okay, novel by Shashi Tharoor. Here, Inglorious Empire. It was in India published as an era of darkness. The British Empire in India. And you know, for this novel, he was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award also. Okay, for this work, he was also awarded the Sahitya Academy Award in 2019. Okay, in 2019, okay, 19 में शशि थरूर को मिला था साहित्य अकेडमी अवार्ड मिला था for this award. Okay, for this work, okay, he was awarded with the prestigious Sahitya Academy Award in the year 2019. Okay, got it. 2019 को उसको मिला था. Next question. Okay, Faustus. So that is in, okay, Dr. Faustus asked two magicians to aid him in summoning the devil. Okay, what are their names? Faustus asked two magicians to aid him in summoning the devil. What are their names? Okay, what are their names? What are their names? Okay. So I am giving a clue. It starts with first word, first letter V, and second one's name is starting with that is the letter C. Okay, now tell me. Faustus, okay, asked two magician to aid him in summoning the devil. What are their names? What are their names? Okay. So one is Valdez, Valdes. Probably you will be studying, okay, this one, okay, when in your MA. Okay, Valdez. This is in every university. Okay, there is Dr. Faustus. Okay, definitely you will be reading this. Okay, in the upcoming time. So Valdez and Cornelius. Okay, and Cornelius here. Okay, Valdez and Cornelius. Okay, these are two magicians. Okay, to aid him in summoning the devil. So Valdez and Cornelius are the two. One. Who wrote the sonnet When I Have Fears? When I Have Fears. Okay. Name of the novel is When I Have Fears. When I Have Fears. Robert Frost, Hilda Doolittle, Amy Lowell, John Keats. Who has written the sonnet here? When I Have Fears. Robert Frost, Hilda Doolittle, Amy Lowell, John Keats. Okay. Who has written here? When I have fears, and I am giving clue here. Yeah, John Keats. Yeah, John Keats. Yeah. When I have fears, John Keats. Excellent, everyone. Right here, John Keats has written. When I have fears, I marvel not Bassanio was so bold to peril all he had upon the lead, or that proud Aragon bent low his head, or that Morocco's fiery heart grew old. Okay, these are the opening lines of which poem? Opening line. These are the opening lines. Okay, sonnets written at the Lyceum Theatre, Portia, acquainted with the light. Remember those winter Sundays. I marvel not Bassanio was so bold to peril all he had upon the lead, or that proud Vegan bent his low his head, or that Morocco's play. Okay, now will you tell me, okay, that in Merchant of Venice, okay, in which act, okay, in which act of Merchant of Venice, in which act of Merchant of Venice, okay, got it, Merchant of Venice, okay, yeah, who has written here? Who has written this poem? Sonnets written at the Lyceum Theatre. Who has written here? Who has written? Now tell me. Who has written? This is the opening line of the poem called Portia. Now tell me who has written this poem. Okay. In which act of Merchant of Venice? Okay. Here we find that Bassanio is actually uh, choosing the casket. Okay. The act of choosing the casket. The casket scene. Okay. Appears. Okay. The casket scene appear. In which act of Merchant of Venice? Okay, casket scene appear. Okay. Okay. Act 2, Act 4, Act 3, Act 5. In which act of Merchant of Venice? Okay, the casket scene appears. Casket scene appearance Act 3. Okay. Casket scene in Merchant of Venice. Okay, where we'll have to choose. Okay, from the gold casket, gold one. There is another silver, and there is the lead one. Okay, so Bassanio will choose the lead one, and within that lead casket there will be the picture, okay, of his lover, okay, Portia. And this is how, okay, he will win the heart of Portia in the Merchant of Venice. This casket scene appears in Act 3. Act 3, Scene 2. Yeah, Act 3, Scene 2. Act 3, Scene 2. In Act 3, Scene 2, the casket scene, where there will be three caskets of made of gold, made of silver and lead, and here Bassanio will choose the lead one. Okay. And by that he will be able to win the win Portia actually. So sonnets written at the Lyceum Theatre, Portia is actually a poem by, I earlier mentioned that this is a poem written by Oscar Wilde. Okay, Oscar Wilde has written this poem, sonnets written at the Lyceum Theatre, Portia. Okay, the New Hesperides and Other Poems is a work by John Crow Ransom, J.E. Spingram, I.A. Richards, and W.E.B. Du Bois, who has written this work here in the New Hesperides and Other Poems, the collection of poems here, the New Hesperides and Other Poems, who has written here. Now you tell me that you will be surprised to know that, okay. So who wrote here? Who wrote the New Hesperides and Other Poems? Here you see the New Hesperides and Other Poems. Here is a work by J.E. Spingarn. Okay, J.E. Spingarn, the new critic. Okay, also. Okay, he is also sometimes known as J.E. Spingarn. The first time he has used. Okay, now you tell me. Now tell me who, for the first time, has used. Okay, used the term new criticism. Okay, now you tell me. Okay, now tell me who for the first time has used the term new criticism. Now do answer here. Who for the first time has used here the term new criticism? Tell me. And I know it, okay? What will be the answer here? What you will answer? What you will answer? I know exactly. Yeah, I know. I know that everybody will answer these questions, but you are wrong, my dear. You are wrong actually. Look, the term for the first time was used by J.E. Spingarn. Okay, remember that the term was first used by John. It is not used by John Corange for the first time. This term was used by J.E. Spingarn. Okay, then it was coined by John Corange in his book 1941. That is the new criticism. But it was used. If the word is used, then definitely it is J. Spingarn. Okay, remember this. Neocriticism was a term that was used for the first time by J. Spingarn in his lectures. Okay, actually, in his lectures, J. Spingarn in his lectures for the first time, he has used the term new criticism. Okay, and here his work is here the New Hesperides and other poems. Next question. Sula is a novel written by which African American writer? Sula is a novel written by which African American writer? I hope that you have understood that for the first time new criticism was used by J. A. Spingarn. Okay, Sula. Excellent. Sula is a novel by Toni Morrison, the Afro-American writer. Okay, the Afro-American writer Sula is a work by Toni Morrison. Toni Morrison has written Sula. Okay. Next question. It is strange but true because truth is always strange, stranger than fiction. Who wrote this? And will you be able to tell in which work he has said or written this line? It is strange but true because truth is always strange, stranger than fiction. Who wrote this? Byron, Shelley, Keats, none of these. Okay. In the Google, if you search, okay, there will be John Corange, okay, everybody. But if you read it, okay, in a book, authentic book, okay, line by line, then you will be able to understand. Okay, there is written that for the first time it was used by J. Spingarn. Okay. So yeah, it is strange but true because truth is always strange and stranger than fiction. Who wrote this? So these lines were actually written in Don Juan. Okay, now you tell me who has written. Okay, Don Juan. So these lines appear in Don Juan. Now tell me who has written these lines. Okay, Byron, Shelley, Keats, none of these. Now tell me who has written. Okay, who has written here? Now tell me who has written. Now tell me I have given clue. I have given clue already. I have given clue already here. So here Byron. It is strange. Yeah, excellent. Byron has written Don Juan. Here in that it is strange but true. For truth is always strange, stranger than fiction. Byron. Who is the writer of Hamlet? Yeah, got it. Hamlet and Oedipus, 1949. Carl Jung, Harold Bloom, Arnoldson, Erik Erikson. Hamlet and Oedipus is a work by Hamlet and Oedipus is a work by Hamlet and Oedipus is a work by excellent. Hamlet and Oedipus is a work by Ernest Joe. Ernest Joe has written, okay, Hamlet and Oedipus here, okay. No. Carl Jung is archetypal criticism. Hamlet and Oedipus by Ernest Joe. Okay, now it is Ernest Joe. Okay. Man is born free and everywhere he is in chains. Okay. Which work of James Grasso begins with these lines? Okay. Man is free and everywhere he is in chains. Okay. So man is born free and everywhere he is in chains. Okay. Which work of James Grasso begins here with this famous line? Options are the social contract, Emile or education, confessions, and Julie or the Heloise here. So man is born free and everywhere he is in chains. Yeah, it is social contract. Okay. No, it is social contract. James Grasso is the social contract. This is the novel. Man is born free and everywhere he is in chains. These lines are the beginning line or the opening line of the social contract. Okay. Now tell me, in which book of Virginia Woolf, there is the fictional character Judith Shakespeare appear? Okay. The fictional character Judith Shakespeare, the fictional character Judith Shakespeare. So here, fictional Judith Shakespeare appeared. Okay, appear in which work of Virginia Woolf? In which work of Virginia Woolf? Okay. Got it. Excellent. So fictional character here, Judith Shakespeare appears in a room of one's own. Okay, a room of one's own. Yeah, a room of one's own. A room of one's own is the novel. Okay, in that where the Judith Shakespeare, the fictional character, appears. Okay. Excellent. Towards a feminist poetics, a work by towards a feminist poetics. Okay, towards a feminist poetics is a work by towards a feminist poetics is a work by Judith Butler. I'm giving the options here. Judith Butler. Okay, Judith Butler. Then you have Ellen Showalter. Then you have Simon de Beauvoir. Towards the feminist poetics. Excellent. 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 Towards the feminist poetics is a work by is a famous work by Ellen Showalter. Ellen Showalter has written here. Towards the feminist poetics. Okay, Ellen Showalter has written. Excellent. Ellen Showalter has written. Okay. Yeah. Towards a feminist poetics. Okay. Excellent. Yes. Okay. Sexual Politics by Kate Millett was published in which year? Okay. Sexual Politics by Kate Millett. Okay. By Kate Millett was published in which year? 1972, 70, okay, 1970, and then 72, then 1974, 1975, okay. Sexual Politics by Kate Millett is a what? Okay. Where Kate Millett has says that sex has a frequently neglected political aspect. Hmm. Sexual Politics by Kate Millett was published in 1970. Okay, 1970, 1970, 1970 is the right. 1970 is the no 1970. Okay, yeah, it's a difficult question. 1970 is the right answer. Hmm. Make it new. Who proposes? Okay, these lines. Okay, make it new. Make it new. Okay, make it new. Okay, who made this comment? Okay, make it new. Make it new. Talking about what? Talking about what? Who said this and talking about what? Okay, who said this and why he was why what's saying? Okay. Make it new. This here. Watch. Okay. Hmm. This is the slogan. Okay, slogan of modernism. Slogan of modernism, isn't it? Make it new by Ezra Pound. Hmm. Yeah, slogan of modernism. Okay, and it had also same the name of the it is also same it is also an essay actually. Okay, it is also an essay actually. Okay, the essay make it new is also written by Ezra Pound. Okay, so Ezra Pound slogan of modernism. Check. Hmm. The second sex, okay, was written in for the first time in which language? Second sex, okay, you say second sex to the second. Now tell me who has written second sex? Who is the author of second sex? And in which language? In which language? Okay, in which language it was written for the first time? Second sex is a work by. Second sex is a work by, and after that you say okay Samandi Bever. Excellent, excellent. For the first time it was written in French in 1949. So second sex, okay, it was written okay in 1949 in French language. Excellent. And then it was translated into English in 1984. In 1984, in 1984 it was translated into English. Okay, it was translated into English. So here the second sex by Simon de Wever. Simon de Wever, okay, has written this work. It was in 49 written in French and it was translated into English in the year 1984. And it opens with what is a women? Male, the first sex always thinks women as the other. This is the famous opening line. Okay, let me write down here the opening line of the second sex. Okay, here the opening line of second sex. Okay, of second sex by Samantha Weber is actually that what is a woman? Okay, it begins like this. Okay, what is a women? What is a women? Women क्या है? Male. Okay, male. The first sex. Male. The first sex. Okay, always. Okay, thinks women. Always thinks women as the other. As other. Okay, so this is the famous opening line of second sex by Samantha Weber. Okay, written in French for the first time in 1949. Then it was translated into English 1984. What is a women? Male, the first sex always thinks women as other. Okay. Chalo, chalo. Literature of their own is a work by. Literature of their own is a work by. Literature. Okay. Literature. Okay. Literature of their own. Literature of their own is a work by Butler, Judith Butler. Judith Butler. Judith Butler. So you have Judith Butler. Then you have Kate Millett. Then you have literature of their own. Na? Ellen Showalter. Ellen Showalter. These three options. Literature of their own. Okay. Literature of their own. Towards a feminist poetics, towards the feminist poetics and literature of their own. Again, it is written by Ellen Showalter, and it was published in probably 1977. Probably you can check it once more. 1977 होगा, ठीक है? क्या आ रहा है? 1977 पे है, ठीक है? 1977 literature of their own and towards the feminist poetics. These are famous work by Ellen Showalter. Yeah. Who has coined the term gynocriticism? Who has coined the term gynocriticism? Who has coined the term gynocriticism? What's coined by? What's coined by? Gynocriticism was coined by who? Gynocriticism was coined by here. Okay, gynocriticism was coined by. Got it. Now tell me here, which Indian novelist? Okay, okay, which Indian novelist? Which Indian novelist has said this? That yeah. So gynocriticism was coined by Ellen Showalter. Ellen Showalter. Let's come gynocriticism towards feminist poets and okay, now here which Indian novelist has said this that that I have Alps on one side. Okay, I have Alps on one side. I have Alps on one side and on the other okay, Himalaya. On the other Himalaya. Tell me. I have Alps on one side and on the other Himalaya. Who had said, okay, these lines? Which Indian novelist? And I am giving a clue. He is one of the trio. He is one of the trio. He is one of the trio. Okay. Which Indian novelist has said these lines? That I have Alps on one side and on the other Himalaya. Okay. And I am giving a clue. He is one of the trios of Indian fiction. On the trios of Indian fiction. Now you tell me. Which Indian novelist had said that I have Alps on one side and on the other Himalayas and on the other Himalayas, and he is one of the trios of Indian fiction. Mulkraj Anand, excellent Rao. It is Mulkraj Anand. Mulkraj Anand has okay. Mulkraj Anand had said okay. Mulkraj Anand, yeah. Mulkraj Anand has said I have Alps on one side and on the other Himalayas. Excellent, excellent. Who is known as Dickens of India? Who is known as Dickens of India? Who is known as okay Dickens of India, and why? No, and why? And why? Decans of India, you tell me. I'll be ending the session here, okay, after finishing these questions, okay. Tomorrow I'll be doing again. Okay. After this session, I'll be ending the session here. So, Decans of India, why? Why he is no? First, tell me who is known as Decans of India and why he is known. So, why is he known? So, Decans of India. Decans of India here. Decans of India, again, Decans of India or Decans of the East, same, that is Mulk Rajan. Dickens, okay. Dickens means, Dickens in his novels, okay, has depicted the suffering of the disadvantaged people, okay. It is Mulk Anand. Why? Because you will see that in the novels of Dickens, okay, there is the depiction of the disadvantaged people, okay, like that disadvantaged people that who are helpless people like that, okay. In the novels of Murka Sanam, we also find that disadvantaged people like Baka, Muno, the untouchability, okay, and the lower class people, okay. So these are the depictions of the disadvantaged people can be found in the novels of Mulraj Anand. That is why okay, Mulraj Anand is also known as the Dickens of East as well as Dickens of India. And he's also known as Chola of India, Balzac of India because of the naturalistic, okay, writing, naturalistic. Okay, they are naturalistic. Okay. So here the last question. Okay. Chalo last question. Okay. In which, okay, no, chalo, T.S. Eliot, okay, chalo, Indian writer, which Indian writer, okay, which Indian writer, hmm, which Indian writer had collaborated, okay, with T.S. Eliot, okay, uh, in a journal, named the Criterion. Which Indian writer had collaborated with T.S. Eliot in a journal named the Criterion? Which Indian writer had collaborated with T.S. Eliot in a journal named the Criterion? Tell me. And he is also one of the tribes. Okay. He is also one of the tribes. Again, this is Mulkraj Anand. Okay. Mulkraj Anand. Okay. Mulkraj Anand. Mulkraj Anand. Mulkraj Anand. Mulkraj Anand. Okay. Mulkraj Anand. Mulkraj Anand had collaborated with T.S. Eliot, okay, in a journal named The Criterion. Okay. So Mulkraj Anand is the right answer. खत्म करने का मेरा भी मन नहीं कर रहा है. चलो. Two Leaves and Birds. Okay. Two Leaves and a Birds is a novel by Bird. Two Leaves and a Bird. Bird, B-U-D, is a novel by Two Leaves and a Bird is a novel by Two Leaves and a Bird is a novel by published in 1937. Published in 1937, and this is the third novel of that author. Okay, this is the third novel of that author of that novelist. Okay, Two Leaves and a Bird. B-U-D, Bird. This is the third novel of Again, two leaves in a bird. First novel 1935, that is Untouchable. Second novel Coolie 1936, and the third novel Two Leaves. Yeah, it is Anand. Yeah, Two Leaves and a Bird by Mulkraj Anand. Okay, by Mulkraj Anand. So you see, in 1935, okay, in 1935, the first novel of Mulkraj Anand appeared, Untouchable. Okay, Untouchable. This is the story of whom? This is the story of Baka. This is the story of Baka. A day in the life of story Baka, Untouchable. Then the second one is 1936. That is about that is a novel that is named as Coolie. Okay, Coolie. And it is the story of Moon. When the novel begins, he was 16 years old. But when he died, he was 18 years old. And he died of tuberculosis. The third novel is Two Leaves, that is in 1937, 35, 36, 37. ऐसे याद रखना. Two Leaves, okay. Two Leaves and a bird. Okay. Two leaves and a bird. That is where Gangu. Okay, Gangu is a character appears. Okay. याद रखना. Gangu. Gangu, the character Gangu or Ganga. It is probably Ganga. No, it is Gangu probably. Gangu or Ganga probably जो भी है एक बार चेक कर लेना, ठीक है. No, Gangu ही होगा, ठीक है. Gangu. Gangu. Gangu is the character that appeared in Two Leaves and a Bird. Okay, ठीक है. चलो next question. Vendor of Sweets is a work by Vendor of Sweets here. Okay, Vendor of Sweets is a work by Vendor of Sweets is a work by Vendor of Sweets is a work by No, I have not appeared this time. So Bender of Sweets here. Bender of Sweets is actually it's a 1967 novel. 1960s novel. But Jagan is the but Jagan is the but Jagan is the but Jagan is the protagonist. Okay. Bender of Sweets, Jagan is the protagonist here. Appeared in Ark. Yeah. So R.K. Naran has written a Bender of Sweets, the novel. Jagan is the protagonist. Okay. Yeah. Kanthapura was published in KAN Kanthapura. Kanthapura was published in 1937, 1938, 1939, 1936. Kanthapura by Raja Ram. In which year Kanthapura was published in here? Murthy is the protagonist. Murthy. Okay, Murty. Murthy. Kanthapura 1937, 1938, 1939, and 1938. You see, Kanthapura was published in 1938. Okay, 1938. So Kanthapura is a work by Raja Ram, published in 1938. ठीक है, where Murthy is the Correct. Murthy's mother is Nara's son. Okay. Murthy is the. We find that he was very much influenced by the Gandhian philosophy, isn't it? So he was very much influenced by the Gandhian philosophy. There also the name of the officer is Bade Khan. The name of the officer is Bade Khan. Bade Khan is the name of the officer. The name of the officer, okay, Bade Khan in Kantapura. Okay, and Murthy was heavily influenced by the Gandhian philosophy. By the Gandhian philosophy. Okay, who has given Gandhiji that is okay Mahatma, the title Mahatma, okay, was given to Gandhiji, okay. Mahatma was given to Gandhiji by whom? The title Mahatma was given to Gandhiji, okay, which is a Sanskrit word, okay, which is the title Mahatma was given to Gandhiji. Now, who has given this title to Gandhiji here? Okay, which is a Sanskrit word. Who has given Mahatma? The only Nobel laureate, okay, in India. The only Nobel laureate of India in no. It is Rabindranath Tagore. Okay. Asaka is the narrator. So Mahatma, it was Rabindranath Tagore. Okay. It is Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, who has given the title, conferred the title on Mahatma, on Gandhiji as Mahatma, which is a Sanskrit word. Okay. Mahatma is a Sanskrit word. Okay. Sanskrit word. Okay. Mahatma was given to Gandhiji by Rabindranath Tagore. Okay. Now, the father of nation was given to Gandhiji by father of nation was given to Gandhiji. Father of nation was given to Gandhiji by whom? By whom the title was conferred, okay, on Gandhiji as father of nation. Father of nation was given here. Father of nation by whom? Who gave the title? Who conferred the title? Father of nation to Gandhiji. You know that Gandhiji was heavily influenced by the works of John Ruskin. Hmm? Hmm. John Ruskin, yeah, John Ruskin's unto this last, heavily influenced by this work of John Ruskin. Okay, so here it is Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, no, it is Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, it is Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay. Subhash Chandra Bose has conferred the title. Okay, the title conferred the title Father of Nation to Gandhiji, Subhash Chandra Bose. For the first time, it was Subhash Chandra Bose. Then again, okay, in her speech, Sarojini Naidu also mentioned. Okay, Sarojini Naidu also. Okay, after okay, Subhash Chandra Bose, it was okay, Sarojini Naidu. Got it? So Gandhiji was known as the father of nation. The first it was given by Subhash Chandra Bose, and then it was Sarojini Naidu, okay, who has given the title, okay, also. So two things we came to know that that Mahatma was given by Rabindranath Tagore to Gandhiji, and Father of Nations by Subhash Chandra Bose for the first time, and again for the second time it was Sarojini Naidu. Okay, and Mahatma Gandhi was heavily influenced by the works of John Ruskin. Okay, mm. Onto this last. Okay, so here I'll be ending here. I'll be ending the session here tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow I'll be doing okay another session. Don't worry. Okay, I'll be so from now. Hmm. So so here I'll be ending the session here. Okay. Yeah. यस यस यस, एक बार चेक कर लेना, ठीक है। मेरे को तो ऐसा ही लग रहा है, सुभाष चंद्र बोस या टैगोर है, एक बार चेक कर लेना, ठीक है। एक बार चेक कर लेना, ठीक है। राव एंड आई एम आस्किंग राव एंड टू प्रवीण, ओके, एक बार चेक कर लेना। फादर ऑफ नेशन वाला जो है और जो महात्मा है, आई थिंक आई एम 100% राइट, बट तब भी मैं बोल रहा हूँ, एक बार चेक कर लेना, ठीक है, ठीक है। Good night to everyone, okay, do like the session as well, do like the session as well, and share with your friends and recommend your friends as well, share with your friends, recommend your friends, suggest them. Good night everyone, Praveen, Rao, and those who are watching, good night everyone, do like the session. Thank you, thank you. Let's end the session here. We'll be meeting soon, today, tomorrow.